morning. Welcome to Jenn Jiggles. Hello, if you're new, stick around. If you've been watching for a while, well, hi, welcome back. Today is February 11th. Holy crap, this month's going fast. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I've just done like 4 circuits on the stairs, which ain't too bad, really. Anyways, this month is speeding by. I've got news. I am not to the weight I'm supposed to be, but I've lost back 0.8 pounds of all of that I gained. So I'm feeling quite positive about that. It's not as good as I'd like it to be right now. I am actually in total 3 pounds ahead of where I should be at this point. And so if you're new, I had a bit of a naughty week last week because it was my birthday, and we had my mother-in-law's birthday, and there was a lot of eating out, and etc., etc., etc. Not an excuse, just the reason. There is no excuse, given I'm only trying to lose a pound a week and maintain that. So yeah, but getting back on track and doing pretty well at it. So in the last 2 days, I've lost nearly a pound, which is really good. So I'm hoping maybe not to catch up because, I don't want to put that kind of pressure on myself. But, to, again, maybe I adjust my weekly goal back 2 pounds and get myself back on track and not worry about the week of debauchery and eating frenzy. So, and not eating frenzy as much as not eating healthily. So anyway, so yesterday was pretty wild. Sorry, it's not even 7. Oh, it is at 7:25. Jesus, where'd this morning go? I've been up a long time. So I did do my exercises last week. This weekend was a bit busy. I've got some sewing to show. Ian worked on finishing up the bedroom, which has one wall left to paper, but because we put new lights in the bedroom, in the wall on either side of the bed, so it looks like a fucking Premier Inn, which I love. Sorry about the F word. So we've got one wall, one wall left to paper, and then completely done. We're good. Bedroom's done. The only thing we have to do is take up the carpet and put the new flooring down, and that's finished. So Ian got a lot of exercise. I'm really sorry. It's so rude. Ian got a lot of exercise. I got a lot of exercise chasing Blossom around, who is our little dog, who's in her crate over there having a good pout. Aren't you, Blossom? You're having a good pout, aren't you? They don't want to take her out because she's been having accidents. And it's not for not going out, because one day she had an accident, and by the way, she's a Maltese Terrier, Jack Russell cross. One of the days she had an accident, and I was putting her out or taking her into the back garden like every 5 minutes, and she still did it. So I think she's just a spiteful skank. That's not nice, but it's true. It's what I feel like. It's how she's making me feel. And she's going through a little bit of a nippy stage. She bit my leg yesterday on accident, and it hurts so much because she's got little needle teeth. Anyway, I digress. So yesterday, exercise-wise, it was kind of a normal day for me. I have been sitting down a lot doing sewing. I'm so sorry. And I have coffee. So sorry. So where was I? Exercise. So today I have an entire list downstairs of housework that needs to be done, and I shall be doing that today. So that's good exercise for me, and like strenuous housework, like baseboard cleaning and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, and then I am doing my sit-up routine with my leg lifts and all that stuff today. We're already 5 minutes in and I haven't really said anything, have I? I made buckleberry yesterday morning, and so we're portioning that out slowly. God, I am so rude. I'm so sorry. Hang on. And hopefully I'll be able to get up here because I have some additional sewing to do. So I bought that seersucker cover, and that I said I was going to make like my tester skirt out. Ooh, there's a thread on there. I was going to make my tester skirt out of it, which went okay, actually. I like the pattern, so I'm going to do it again. And yeah, if you're here for the weight loss, I'm pretty much done. I'm going to eat my normal stuff today, and sorry. Anyway, we always move into crafts at some point. So I made the skirt. It's just huge because I'm big. But it took me a couple times to get the zipper in. The first time I used a zipper that I'd already cut the stays off the top because I was going to use it for a bag and I had to put some end tabs on it, but then I didn't use it, so I thought, oh, I'll use it on my skirt. And then when I got my skirt done and it looked really good, I unzipped it all the way, and that was it. I tried to get the zipper back in, and it just didn't work. So I have a lot of threads. Now this skirt, although not the prettiest color in the world, is the prequel to the skirt. It has darts in the front, as you can, I think you can see them. If you see blue dots, like right here, that'll come out. It's quilting pen. I just don't use tracer paper when I sew, so I either use, if it's dark, I have a white quilting pen, but that will wash out. And it's got darts in the front and the back. And then, remember I said it was like shitty fabric. Well, it is shitty fabric because it was bleached out at one point. But there's the zipper. Doesn't look very good because I haven't ironed, but it will. So you won't see it after I iron it. But yeah, so that came out okay. I still have to put a hem on it. But yeah, it fits fine. I had to, because the pattern only went up to like 2 sizes smaller than me, I had to widen the pattern myself. So that worked out well because it fits perfect. And hopefully at some point, because the side seams are as they are, when I'm ready, basically, as I lose weight, all I'm going to have to do, I'll turn it inside out and show you. So all I'm going to have to do is give it a proper fold, pin it, and I can just keep taking it in until, yeah, until such a day that I don't need to take it in anymore. But yeah, so that's the first skirt. That was, hang on, sorry. That was a simplicity pattern. It's alright. 1370. And it's D. Okay, so there's some shorts and then there's the skirt. So I'm going to do this, but I have to modify the pattern pieces. So I'm going to recut them out with parchment paper, and I'm going to make them square crossed as opposed to this angular bullshit that Simplicity seems to think is okay, because it's not okay, it's ugly. Well, I think it's ugly. So that was that. And then I have a pattern for pajama bottoms that I got off the internet. So it was a PDF pattern. I printed out and taped it together, and I've already put it away, so I'm not going to. But if you give me 1 second, I will tell you what the pajama pattern is. Hang on 1 second. Come on. It's a free pattern. Give me 1 second because it's supposed to be loading. It's on Life So Savory. So, Life So Savory. And it's the women's PJ shorts. And it's a free pattern. And it goes up to size 20. And there's a tutorial right on the webpage. And if you give me a second, I'll Control C that, and I will include that in the description on this video if you want to make them. But I had some shitty whole fabric from, hang on guys, that I bought when we were living in Doha. I mean, none of the fabric in Doha was of any decent quality. It was all crap. I mean, it was just crap. I don't know why the Middle East can't get decent fabric, but they can. So there you go. But I bought it on the souk in a fabric store, and everything was just, see how flimsy this fabric is? Like, this is a cotton blend, and you can see through it. Like, I can see you. Very flimsy, no drape or weight to it at all. See how you can see through it? You can see me moving? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, anyway, I thought, that's so shitty. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And I thought, oh, pajama bottoms. So, I used short pieces of ribbon that I have left over from when I make my bags. And I kind of spliced 2 of them together. Because I had 2 really short maroon pieces that I spliced together. And then I mixed it with some gray that I had left over. Yeah, waste not, want not, right? Anyway, I have to put the ties on to the elastic. Now, I bought this elastic at Lidl, which is like an Aldi. And so it's not the greatest elastic in the world, and it stretches really nice, but it's too stretchy, if you know what I mean. Anyway, oh my god, we're at 11 minutes. Anyway, I made myself a pair of pajama bottoms out of this shitty, ugly fabric. I don't know why I bought it in the first place, but there you go. Who knows? I probably was going to do some kind of blanket for the sofa with it. But yeah, so it's really simple pattern. It's 2 pieces. It's got slits at the side of the leg. I made myself another pair of pajama bottoms out of this with the candy corn material that I got at Joann Fabrics that was decent, but that was in America. Anyway, and then the other thing I've been working on is, other than my cross stitch, which shit I left downstairs, the other thing I've been working on are these snowflakes from my snowflake afghan. Not very good because it's very blue, but this blue is, it's Lion Brand Sugar Pie, not Lion Brand Sugar Pie, Heartland, and it's not bad actually. You know, it's 100% acrylic. It is expensive for me to get it here. When I bought it off Craftsy when I started my project, and now I've realized I don't have enough. And I think I paid squat for that in America. But then when I went to get 3 skeins of it yesterday, it cost me 20 pounds, which made me cry. But yeah, so I'm nearly done with these. I think I'm down to like my last 15. I've got all the white stars in the middle done. I'm just doing the border, and then I can sew it together, and this afghan is done. I really, really wanted it, and I've picked another afghan to crochet, and it will be an autumnal theme, the next one. But yeah, I really like my crochet stars. I wish I could sew up against something that was a bit darker so you could see, but I don't have anything that's not uber ugly right here, so okay, like my skirt and my shorts. Anyway, now Kim, darling, I hope you've hung around, because I finally remembered to bring the frackin' magazine up with the frackin' quilt in it. So this is a magazine. I think I got it here. Pretty sure I got it here. Yeah, I know I got it here. Yep. Printed in the UK, $6.99. It's called Love Patchwork and Quilting. And this is issue 55 from 2017. And I am making this sort of geometric, I don't think there's a name for this quilt, loophole. This quilt is called Loophole. And that's, I want the picture to be back so it's not looking blue. So it's called Loophole. That fabric that I showed you last week, that's what this is for. And that's what it'll look like. This big picture over here is what it'll look like when it's done. And that's what all that fabric's for. Now mind, there we go. I know that's blue, I'm really sorry. Now mind, I don't have the backing fabric for it yet. And frankly, I don't have the white fabric for it yet. So I will get my blue pieces cut out, and then next month I will go and buy the quilting cotton white for the back, for the front, and then I have to figure out what I'm going to do on the back. So I'm probably going to take a couple of those pieces of fabric with me and make a decision there. To be honest with you, I would probably put the binding on as a blue and then do the back of the quilt as white. I was going to do this quilt for myself, but I have a story to tell you. Because now I'm not doing this quilt for myself. My son called and he said, Mom, I have to talk to you. Now, this is Joe, and he works for the NHS in IT, which is a very stressful job, and it's thankless. I mean, I worked in IT for years and years, and nobody thanks you. They just bitch. And Joe's quite a good guy, and even if he wasn't my kid, I would say that because he is really a patient dude. And so he went out onto the ward, which is, floors in the hospital, so there's surgical and, outpatient and that. And Joe went onto this ward, and this woman needed, Blossom, hang on. This woman needed help. And so Joey went down, and nobody was really, guiding her. So Joey did. And I call him Joey. He must hate that. He's 31. Anyway, Joe helped. And then, they struck up a conversation, and she said, and Joe didn't understand why at the moment, but she said, do you have kids? And he said, yeah. And she said, well, do they like Shaun the Sheep? And it's a very famous claymation kind of cartoony thing here. They made Chicken Run, if you've ever seen Chicken Run. And lots of others. Well, all the Wallace and Gromit ones. And a few others that have been in movie theaters. Anyway, Joe said, oh my God, I love Shaun the Sheep, and so does my oldest son, Byron. He's mad about Shaun the Sheep. And the woman goes, okay, I might have something for you. So 2 days later, she goes over to IT, and she asks for Joe. And she walks in, and she goes, I've got something for you. Come to find out, her daughter is an animator at Aardman Studios. And most recently, currently is working on the new Wallace and Gromit movie, which I'm not sure I'm supposed to say is coming out. And she worked on the Caveman movie most recently. And in this package was the main hut for all of the shots and the long shots for this film, with a letter that this girl had written saying thanks for blah, 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 helping my mom out, and talking about this hut, which looks huge in the movie, but it's like this big. It's like this big. And they've handcrafted all this, and she gave it to him, and she gave him Aardman Studio things that only people who work at Aardman can get, like mugs and just a bunch of stuff. And that's who the quilt's going to, because my grandson went ape shit, and she made him and Joey, and I'm going to cry now. She made them so happy that I thought, Mom, I'm going to knit a pair of socks for, but daughter is getting a quilt, because it's pretty fracking amazing that she went to all the trouble to do that for my son. And I really appreciate it. So, I'm making her a quilt. And she clearly doesn't know, because she doesn't know me from Adam. But I'm going to make this quilt, and I'm going to send it down to Joe and Emily, and I'm going to ask them to deliver it to the mom so she can give it to the daughter, with a nice little note of authenticity that says, I made this quilt for you because you showed my son and my grandson a kindness. So thank you very much. So yeah, so that's what Loophole's going to be, is a gift in return for a nicety. So, paying it back. paying it forward, whatever. So anyways, that's it. And I have gone 20 minutes. Holy shit. Did I talk nonsense at the beginning? I probably did. Anyway, I hope you guys are all okay and that you're sticking to your plan. And if you've deviated from your course, well, there's always a road back. Always and forever. Anyway, I'm going to get going now. I hope you're okay. Don't forget, I'll put the link to the pajama shorts in the description. So if you're a sewer like my friend Kim, you can make the shorts. All right. Stick to it. You can do it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.